Back here on the Sun Coast, beautiful day. One of our viewers, Felipe Goncalves, sharing these photos with us, showing several manatees swimming around. They were spotted around 5:30 tonight, he says, in the channel at Longboat Key and Coquina Beach.
Isn't that wonderful?
So they're back. The waters are warm. The manatees are back in the area.
And the Gulf water temperature is now 88 degrees.
Goodness.
88
it's not
degrees.
even refreshing at this point, is it?
Oh, I love it. I love it.
You gotta
I
bring
don't
ice water,
like
pour on
body
your
shock.
head.
I like to just go on in. I don't want to think. It's just wonderful. Oh yeah, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Well, take a look at what's going on out here. You can see Chris. That's the system that is just off the Carolinas. And Chris is likely to become a hurricane by tomorrow. We'll talk about that a little bit more in detail in just a few minutes. But right here across our viewing area, we are looking at just a few clouds, and that's it. We don't have any rain. We're not looking at any showers developing. In fact, we had some showers early this morning and or this afternoon, and they were around the Venice area. They moved off very quickly into the Gulf of Mexico, and that's been it. So very isolated showers taking place earlier today, and for the overnight time period, we don't have to worry about any rain. All the showers that we've been seeing have been to our north, and nothing happening along the west coast of Florida. And even though we may see some showers forming out here in the Gulf of Mexico, they won't be moving on in, so we don't have to worry about that. Tomorrow we'll get those showers to our north and east. They're going to have a hard time getting here. We're only calling for a 20% chance of rain in our forecast for tomorrow. Today, because of the lack of rain, a high of 92 was in the forecast. That was our daytime high, 74 the overnight low. Normally we're at 75 and 90. And right now, just about everybody in the 70s and 80s, and that includes our area with most of our temperatures anywhere from 82 to 84 degrees. And we are looking at partly cloudy skies. And so now let's head out into the tropics, where we have what was Beryl. This is now the remnants of Beryl down here around Guadalupe, and this system is not looking as though it's going to reform, so we don't have to worry about Beryl at this time. But we are looking at Chris, and Chris has been sitting off the coast of the Carolinas, and it's just been stationary over the past couple of days, enjoying all that warm water from the Gulf Straits. And what we're watching, or the Gulf Stream, and what we're watching is that this system is starting to take on much more of the characteristics of what will be a hurricane probably by tomorrow. In fact, by about 8 o'clock tomorrow night, we are expecting to see this system as a Category 1, and then Chris will continue to intensify by Wednesday, back up about 90-mile-per-hour winds on Wednesday before it starts to run into some interference as well as colder waters, and that will help to make it a little bit less of a system. So right now, 60-mile-per-hour winds. We're looking at it moving towards the east-southeast at around 12 miles or 2 miles per hour. It is really not taken off yet, but we are expecting to see it making some movement probably by tomorrow or the next day. In the meantime, winds for boaters will be out of the northeast at 10 knots, seas 1 to 2 feet with a light chop out on the bay, and we are going to be seeing a mixture of sun and clouds for tomorrow. If you're at the beach, you won't be able to cool off very much by going into the Gulf waters, because we're looking at a temperature reading of 88 degrees. 88 will be the actual air temperature, so no body shock for anybody going into the waters tomorrow. And we are calling only for a 20% chance of rain on Monday, and we're going to keep our temperatures in the 90s as well. And then we only go up to a 30 to 40% chance for the rest of the week as this drier air filters in across our area and creates less rain for us over the upcoming days and plenty of heat. So be prepared for that. Adam?